Today I am going to show you the Build a Banner Simply Created kit. Here is my sample. This is what I have made with this kit. You can make any word or phrase with these cute little pennant banners. So let me show you what comes in the kit. It comes with an instruction sheet, 3 pattern stencils. There's a chevron, a stripe, and a polka dot. And then you also get this shield. And I'll show you how to use the shield here in just a moment. You get 9 feet of jute to tie the banner together, a Stampin spritzer, 18 banners, and you actually get 3 different sizes. So you can see there's a rounded edge, a triangle edge, and then the more traditional pennant style edge. And you actually get 6 of each for a total of 18 banners. And then you also get a full alphabet set of the stencils. So like I said, you really can create any word or phrase. So today I'm going to show you how to make the party banner that I just showed you. So I'm going to pull out my P stencil as well as this banner. The first way I'm going to show you is how to use your stencils using the spritzing method. So I am going to get my polka dot stencil and I'm going to put that over the top of my banner. Now, one tip that you can do to keep your stencil from moving around while you're using it is to take your snail and put a little strip of it along the back, and then that way it will stick securely to your banner. Now, one nice thing about using this circle stencil, pattern stencil, is that you can actually line it up using the holes in the polka dot on your banner so that you know you have it in the perfect spot. And actually I'm going to move that up just a little bit because I think it's a touch too low. There we go. That's where I want it. So as you can see, I can move it around and it isn't going to, the stencil itself isn't going to move. So when you're spritzing, you take about 10 to 20 drops of the re-inker and put it into your Stampin spritzer and then fill it up the rest of the way with rubbing alcohol. You can use water, but rubbing alcohol just dries a little bit faster, so that is my preferred method. And then to start, you want to make sure that the spritzing end is facing down, and I'm going to do a test spritz into a garbage can, just to make sure that I'm not getting any clumps. And then I'm just going to spritz the top of my banner until I get the coverage that I want. Now, if you use too much, it will bleed, or I should say if you use a lot, it will bleed. If that's the look you're going for, that is totally fine. And when you spritz, you may notice, I don't know if you can see that, but the ink kind of pools on top of the stencil. So you do want to be careful when removing the stencil that you don't tip the stencil too much and pour that ink onto your stencil. So carefully pull it away. And there you can see my spritzed background on that banner. Now, another way that you can use the stencils is to actually sponge. So here I have a banner that I have already sponged the background. I've got the dots already on there. So I'm going to take my letter P stencil and I'm going to put that right on there where I want. Oh, I want to put some snail on that first to keep it in place. Now, do you remember this shield I told you about earlier? If I were going to spritz this, what I would do is then put that over the top to protect that polka dot pattern that's already on the banner from getting any other ink on it. But since I'm going to be sponging, and sponging is much more controlled, I don't need that shield. But that is what that shield is for. So for sponging, I'm going to take my ink pad. This is Bermuda Bay, and my dauber, and simply tap the top of the pad. And then I'm basically just going to color with this dauber to get the ink on. Now let me tell you the difference between the two different techniques. Here is one that is sponged, and as you can see, the circles are very crisp as well as the letter, and also the color is a little bit darker. Now when you spritz, the lines aren't as crisp. The ink kind of spreads on the fabric a little bit, and it does the same with the letters. So either way is beautiful and gorgeous. It just really depends which look you are going for. So think of all of the possibilities that you have with this Build a Banner Simply Created kit. Call your demonstrator to order yours today or visit StampinUp.com.